Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Nina.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane, and today we're looking at day 2 of Tom Holland, Hollywood's leading man. And I was just thinking about this since we did day 1. Since then, I was thinking I have seen him in other movies, but I didn't recognize it as him because he was just a little boy. He was in a movie called The Impossible, about the Indian Ocean, the tsunami that happened there. And they were in a resort, and Ewan McGregor was like the dad, and he was one of the kids.
Interesting. Maybe I need to watch it again to remember. But I know he has a baby face.
He does still kind of have this baby face, right?
Yes, but he's actually really fit. If you've seen some videos of him behind the scenes of filming Spider-Man, he actually does a lot of his own stunts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's actually athletic.
I've seen things of him like doing like backflips and doing things like that. He's quite like athletic and can do gymnastics and stuff like that.
Maybe that's why Zendaya is dating him.
Oh, yeah, right? Zendaya's really pretty.
She is very pretty.
And that happens quite frequently, right? Where these Hollywood actors
they play each other's love interest
in a movie, and then they actually become romantically involved after the movie, or maybe even during the movie. And some of them even end up getting married, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, so. All right, why don't we go ahead and get into day 2 of Tom Holland, Hollywood's leading man.
Sounds good.
Tom Holland is known for his energetic, kind, and even goofy personality. He is often described as relatable and grounded. In addition, he has earned strong positive reactions for speaking honestly about his personal struggles. He has openly discussed his experiences with dyslexia and ADHD. As a child, he found spelling and reading difficult and sometimes frustrating, but he never allowed those challenges to define him. He often credits his parents for their help, patience, and constant encouragement during his early years. Rather than seeing ADHD as a weakness, Holland views it as a source of creativity and imagination. He has explained that embracing his inner child helps him prepare for complex roles. This view has shaped his highly dynamic screen presence.
Okay, now we're looking at day 2 of Tom Holland, Hollywood's leading man.
Okay, so let's get right into the article. Tom Holland is known for his energetic, kind, and even goofy personality. When I say somebody's goofy, that could be considered negative, but I think this day and age, if you say you're goofy,
it's like cute and funny.
It's kind of like cute and funny, right?
Yes.
So it means to be goofy. He is often described as relatable and grounded.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, when you say somebody's grounded, it kind of means kind of close to the earth. Like you're not like too like, oh, I'm so great and I'm so awesome, and you're like up in the clouds. Like to be grounded just means you're easy to relate to.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing. In addition, he has earned strong positive reactions for speaking honestly about his personal struggles. He has openly discussed his experiences with dyslexia and ADHD. Okay.
That's really interesting because you find out that so many, especially when you learn about actors or you learn about people, and particularly actors and stars, so many of them have ADHD.
Yeah, or dyslexia too.
Oh, dyslexia. They're so common. These are such common things. And it's so weird that for so many years we kind of looked down on people like that, or it was something to be ashamed of. And now I think it's almost like flipped, where having ADHD or having these type of problems makes people think that, in fact, you have it's kind of like a bit of a superpower, that you have other things that make up for it, that make you intelligent.
Yeah, so like maybe having that actually makes them better actors, right?
Maybe, yeah. So as a child, he found spelling and reading difficult and sometimes frustrating, but he never allowed those challenges to define him. Right? So we have a vocabulary word, frustrating, which is an adjective. That just means causing feelings of annoyance, disappointment, or impatience because of an inability to change or achieve something. So, for example, you could say the video game was so frustrating that I stopped playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continuing. He often credits his parents for their help, patience, and constant encouragement during his early years. That's very important to have supportive parents, especially if you want to shoot for the stars, right?
Right, yeah. Having your parents back your dreams
Yes.
and really give you the support that you need to achieve your dreams, that's huge.
It is.
Okay, let's go to Hanny. We'll be right back.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天要继续介绍 Tom Holland 这一位演员，他以充满活力、善良，甚至是带点傻气的个性广为人知。他常被形容是平易近人、脚踏实地。那么他因为坦率地谈论个人的种种挣扎，获得了广大正面回响。他曾经公开讨论自己患有这种 dyslexia 读写障碍，还有 ADHD 注意力不足过动症的经历。那即使感到挫折，他也从不让那些挑战来定义自己。他常常感谢父母在他早年的时候有给予他协助啊、耐心还有鼓励。Nina 老师说 Tom Holland 有非常支持他的父母，老师用到 supportive 就可以形容支持的、鼓励的或是拥护的。那课文单字 frustrating 是形容令人挫折的、让人沮丧的。那这时候 Shane 老师用到 annoyance 这个名词，它表示恼怒、烦恼，或者是指令人烦恼的事。介华课文中。
All right, continuing the reading. Thank you very much, Hanny. Rather than seeing ADHD as a weakness, Holland views it as a source of creativity and imagination.
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, it actually sometimes helps them, right?
Yeah, like people with ADHD often have, I kind of think of them as little superpowers.
Yeah.
Like you're just really good at some things, or you have a very strong artistic ability. So for whatever you're missing, you gain in other ways, right?
Yes.
And we have a vocabulary word, creativity. So creativity is a noun. It just means the use of imagination or original ideas to create something new or to solve a problem in an inventive way. So for example, you could say writing a story requires creativity and focus.
Yes. All right, continuing with Tom Holland, he has explained that embracing his inner child helps him prepare for complex roles.
Yeah, what does that mean, his inner child?
Like, I guess like the young side of him.
Yeah, because
right?
they put it in quotes like that. Yeah, your inner child is kind of like, you think of it as this thing that you kind of nurture and try to protect that's inside you, because everyone's still kind of a child inside. You have this sort of vulnerable part of yourself that still needs to be protected from the outside world, right? Okay.
This view has shaped his highly dynamic screen presence. Okay, so dynamic means full of energy and change. So obviously, embracing his inner child in these roles will be quite beneficial, right?
Yeah, and he is a very dynamic person. Right?
Yes. For example, Harper is a dynamic leader who always has fresh ideas.
Cool. Okay, why don't we go ahead to Hanny? We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Tom Holland 他没有把注意力不足过动症视为弱点，反而认为它是创造力跟想象力的来源。他曾经解释说，拥抱自己的内在小孩，有助于他为复杂的角色来做准备。那这样的观点也塑造了他在荧幕上生动又有层次的荧幕表现力。好，单字 creativity 这个名词表示创造力、创意。Shane 老师这时候用到 inventive 是形容有新意的、善于创新的。再来 dynamic 它是形容充满活力的、不断变化的或是动态的。我们也补充一下文中提到 inner child 内在小孩，它是心理学家荣格提出的概念，是指人们潜意识中保留的童年经验啊、情绪跟渴望。就算进入了成年阶段，这个内在小孩仍然会影响到一个人的行为、情绪反应，还有跟人际关系。那么 Shane 老师他在解释这个概念时，有提到 nurture 可以当名词或动词，表达养育、培养或滋长。还有提到 vulnerable vulnerable 是形容脆弱的、易受伤害的、易受影响的。那我们接回课文中。
All right, now we've learned quite a lot about Tom Holland, and we will continue to do so after this break.
Okay, so let's go to the second part of the article and take a short break. Okay.
Beyond acting, Holland is deeply involved in charity work to improve society and help those in need. In 2017, the Holland family founded the Brothers Trust, which supports health and social programs. Through this organization, he has helped raise funds for medical research for various conditions. Looking ahead, Holland's long-term ambition is to set up a free school in England that can compete with private schools in the country. Through both his career and charity work, he continues to show kindness and perseverance while remaining a lasting inspiration.
Okay, welcome back from the break. Now let's continue with the article. Beyond acting, Holland is deeply involved in charity work to improve society and help those in need. Wow, that's great. So he does charity. Charity is giving help or money to people in need. For example, the bakery sold cookies for charity last Sunday.
Yeah, I feel like this is not unique of him. Not to say that that's not great, what he's doing.
Yeah.
But many people who are either rich or famous
They do charity.
usually get involved with charities, or the person that they are with. Like if you are somebody famous or very rich, maybe your significant other will start a charity or something like that. So I would say that rich and powerful, well-known people, famous people are often involved with charities, which is great. Some don't do it, but the ones that do, that is awesome that they do put their money towards helping people.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So in 2017, the Holland family founded the Brothers Trust, which supports health and social programs. Through this organization, he has helped raise funds for medical research for various conditions.
That's great.
Cool. All right, why don't we go to Handy, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
除了演戏之外 ，Tom Holland 他也积极投入慈善工作，致力于改善社会，帮助有需要的人。那单字 charity 这个名词就表示慈善，那这时候是不可数名词。它如果是指慈善团体，就是可数名词。而文中有用到 be involved in something， 是指积极参与、全心投入某事物。还有用到 those in need 来指有需要的人。那么 in need 就是表达贫困的、困难中的。我们接回课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. Now let's continue learning about Holland. Looking ahead, Holland's long-term ambition is to set up a free school in England that can compete with private schools in the country. Wow, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So even if you don't have the budget for a private school, you can go to maybe a free or public school that is just as good.
It's interesting that in Taiwan, it's kind of the opposite. The public schools are like the hard schools to get into.
Yes.
And private ones are the ones that you go to if you can't get into a good public school.
Yeah, then again,
but it's the opposite in the West. Like we think of private schools, they're quite expensive and they're difficult to get into and offer usually a better education. Okay, so continuing. Through both his career and charity work, he continues to show kindness and perseverance while remaining a lasting inspiration.
Wow. That's great.
Okay, so what does it mean to be an inspiration? So an inspiration is a person or thing that motivates others to do or feel something creative, positive, or ambitious.
Okay.
So for example, the successful baseball player was a great inspiration to many people around the world.
That's great.
Okay, why don't we go to Hanny? I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
展望未来 ，Tom Holland 他的长期抱负是要在英格兰创办一所能够跟那边的这种私立学校竞争的免费学校。那透过演艺事业还有慈善工作，他持续展现出他的善良跟毅力，始终维持着激励人心的好榜样。好，那么单字 inspiration 这个名词就表示鼓舞人心的人或事物，或是灵感来源。它也可以表达启发或是灵感。那这边有2个重点，第一个介绍 set up 的用法。首先，它可以指创建、成立，像是创建组织啊、公司等等。例如 ，The foundation was set up in 1997。该基金会成立于1997年。第二个意思是表达安排、策划，像安排会议、策划活动。例如 I'll have my assistant set up a meeting for Wednesday. 我会叫我的助理安排周3的会议。第3个，它可以表达安装、装配或是设置，可能是安装设备或机器等等。例如 Can you help me set up the equipment? 你能协助我安装这个设备吗？好，第2个要介绍的是 remain 当连缀动词，是表达保持，像保持某种状态，或者是仍然是怎么样。后面可以接名词、接形容词，或是接介系词片语。我们造2个例句。It's important to remain calm during an earthquake. 地震来袭时，保持冷静很重要。The cause of his death remains a mystery. 他的死因仍然是个谜。好，那我们接着回到课文中。
Okay, so we have a what do you think question.
Yes.
So let me ask you, Nina.
Okay.
What do you think? What kind of movie role do you think helps an actor grow? And why do you think that?
I think an actor grows when they play a role that has to be vulnerable. Like maybe they are going through some kind of trauma or they're struggling with some kind of mental problem.
Interesting.
Or,
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so that's something that they personally maybe cannot relate to, or sometimes you can relate to, but it's harder to channel an emotion that you're not feeling yourself.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe like a very emotional scene, or maybe a scene where you have to play something that you can't really relate to.
And I think those films often are the ones that get you an Academy Award too, right?
Indeed.
If you think about like Dustin Hoffman when he played Rain Man, or you think about, well, he didn't win an Academy Award
But
for
he's
it.
very well known for
Well,
it.
no, he did, but I was thinking of Leonardo DiCaprio in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. It was like one of the first movies that he ever did, which really showed how great of an actor he was, and he was playing a kid that had a certain kind of mental illness or condition.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I totally agree with you.
Okay.
All right. Well, hopefully you liked learning about Tom Holland. I know that I have. Now I know him a lot more. And now I want to watch his movies.
Sounds great. Let's go watch some Spider-Man when we're done here.
Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Tom Holland is known for his energetic, kind, and even goofy personality. He is often described as relatable and grounded. In addition, he has earned strong positive reactions for speaking honestly about his personal struggles. He has openly discussed his experiences with dyslexia and ADHD. As a child, he found spelling and reading difficult and sometimes frustrating, but he never allowed those challenges to define him. He often credits his parents for their help, patience, and constant encouragement during his early years. Rather than seeing ADHD as a weakness, Holland views it as a source of creativity and imagination. He has explained that embracing his inner child helps him prepare for complex roles. This view has shaped his highly dynamic screen presence. Beyond acting, Holland is deeply involved in charity work to improve society and help those in need. In 2017, the Holland family founded the Brothers Trust, which supports health and social programs. Through this organization, he has helped raise funds for medical research for various conditions. Looking ahead, Holland's long-term ambition is to set up a free school in England that can compete with private schools in the country. Through both his career and charity work, he continues to show kindness and perseverance while remaining a lasting inspiration.
最后，我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。 单字的部分有 frustrating 形容词，形容令人挫折的，让人沮丧的。creativity 名词，表示创造力、创意。dynamic 是形容充满活力的、不断变化的或是动态的。charity 名词，表示慈善或慈善团体。inspiration 名词，表示鼓舞人心的人或事物，灵感来源，也可以表达启发灵感。文法的部分，我们第一个学到了 set up 的用法。第一个可以表达创建、成立，像成立组织、公司等等。第二个可以表达安排会议、策划活动。第三个可以表达安装、装配、设置这个设备或机器等等。第二个重点学到 remain 当连缀动词，可以表达保持某种状态，仍然是怎么样。那你可以在后面接名词、形容词或是介系词片语。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm ready to dive right in.
Today, we're going to sort out the difference between insist and persist.
Let's quickly go over the rules before we start.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between insist and persist.
So, join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, here's your first sentence. The suspect blank that she was telling the truth, even when the evidence said otherwise. Which one fits?
That should be insist.
Correct. Insist means standing firm on your opinion and not changing your mind. Next sentence. Despite multiple failures, he continued to blank until he finally succeeded. Which one fits?
Is that persist?
Yes, it is. Persist focuses on continuing something despite difficulties or obstacles. Great work. You aced this round. All right, time to break it down.
First, insist is a verb that means to firmly state or demand something, especially when others disagree. For example, the customer insisted on speaking to the manager, even though the issue was already resolved.
Right. It's about making your stance clear with words and attitude, not necessarily taking action.
Now, persist is also a verb, but it means to keep going with an action, no matter how tough it gets. For example, she persisted in practicing piano every day until she improved.
It can also mean something lingers, often in an unpleasant way. For example, his headache persisted even after he took the medicine.
Simply put, insist is about not giving up on what you say, while persist is about not giving up on what you do.
Once you see that difference, they're pretty easy to tell apart.
Now, here's something fun. A sentence can use both words. The campaigners insisted on changing the law and persisted with their protests for months.
So both show determination, just in different ways. One through your voice, the other through your efforts.
Right. And now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep learning.
Bye-bye.